Sprinkles! Sprinkles! The testnet! The testnet is here, Sprinkles! Ah! Okay, baby dolls. The testnet V3 is here. Ricardo Corazon has just announced that PulseChain has entered the final phase before it hits mainnet. Are you tingling, Sprinkles? Sprinkles! Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, green candle! Wow. HEX hit 12 cents. All right. Look, I'm a HEX bull, but if you really waited for Ricardo Corazon to tell you that this thing was coming before you bought, I'm afraid you're going to make it, but you're going to take a bit longer to make it than the rest of us, okay? So, Ricardo's tweet here. He mentions PulseChain TestNet is now live, and we're going to go through it now. He mentions the warning. Warning, this is the final testnet and mainnet may launch at any time now. So, this is very interesting, right? Ah! Okay, so what will you do now? Nothing. You do nothing, all right? You know why you do nothing? Because you listen to me. You're a baby doll, all right? We put it on a regular chart. Someone told you to go super, super, super aggressive, man. Just keep buying here. It doesn't really matter. These things don't matter here. These charts don't matter, friends. This little zone, it's confirmation that the friendship is here, that, yes, we're drinking orange juice, we got 3 ice cubes, you got your fluffy slippers on. All of that is well and truly good, but this is nowhere near the full target. And before we continue to even show the full target, the border must be thick, okay? The full target, friends, it's a long way away. I mean, it's a long way away. We might be looking at somewhere like here, right? Okay, let's do the real price. Anywhere from, I always have low end 70 cents, probably high end $5 to $8, somewhere there. All right, so it's a long time. So I just want you to know, yes, it's exciting. Now we enter this zone of, oh my God, things are happening, but look how far away we are. We've got to stay grounded. None of this should influence you for the long-term fundamentals. It's nice to see confirmation, but really, at the end of the day, we've still got that carrot dangling in front of us, the carrot on the stick. We're not at 2024. We're not at 2025. We're still waiting, okay? So what do we do from here? Well, you can't do much, right? You can't do much except wait. But I'm getting a lot of messages from people. I've already made a video on what you can do if you have money deployed, but I'm just going to tell you now, friends, like if I go zoom in, man, I was... Friends, you make this hard on me. You make it really hard. I appreciate yous, but like I was making my video at 2.5 cents, you know? I was making my videos here. Like, you got to get in. PulseChain's coming. It's going to launch, you know? And now look at it. Okay, you know? But look, if you zoom in to anything less than a weekly chart, you can make any chart look big. I promise you that, all right? So if you're a poopy face, if you're a smelly poopy face and you poop in the woods, you will use anywhere from a 1 minute to a 1 day time frame to make long-term fundamental wealth-making decisions, all right? Now, I scalp on these little tiny poopy frames, but these are irrelevant, all right? When I want to step into the big leagues, which is what I do by default, all right, you put it on weekly. And you put it on a log, all right? So this zone, this whole zone it will get cleared one day. That's it. It will get cleared. If you don't think this zone will get cleared, you don't think crypto is going to improve and solve problems from here. All right. So it's great to see PulseChain's going to come out. We're going to have to deal with a lot of the runway, people buying and selling, and a lot of the other junk that comes along with it. But it's great to finally move into the next step. Now, going back to Ricardo's tweet here, I just want to I'm just being honest with you. All right. When he says mainnet may launch at any time now, me, you know, my little antennas, I interpret this as it's going to be a while. I'm just being honest. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while, and it's for everyone's benefit. I would like it to launch now, but you could maximize. I'm just telling you now, friends. I'm trying to speak to you as if, let's say I was the master of the universe and I want to pump your bag as much as possible. I want you to become the most wealthy. I want your slippers to be the most fluffy. I want your socks to be the most warm. I want your mittens to be the most comfy. What I would do is I would launch, instead of launching like right here, you see here, towards June, I would launch around here. And you see these little green candles, okay? I would try to make it, by the way, wow, sorry, this is default, friends. You can't get more offensive than a dark colored brush. And we're going to make it nice and thick. So I would try to get this somewhere like here, right? Anywhere in the 20 to 30 cent zone. I think if that happens, all of Twitter will be going absolutely nuts. Like, for example, trending, testnet version 3 down there, right? You can see it. I think that's what will maximize everything. So for now, it can launch at any time. The snapshot, reminder, you get the snapshot. If you are staked, you get the snapshot. If you're holding HEX, you get the snapshot. You get a snapshot of everything. What do you do if you have money deployed? Still not deployed? Well, you put yourself in a tough spot. But look, you still have two choices, man. You can either deploy or you can just wait it out. So if you want to wait it out, you run the risk that is going to take longer than you think. Because I know it doesn't look that much on a time frame that's this long. But if I zoom in to a 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart, friends, for HEX here, I mean, you can't even see it. So we can do anything, man. We can go anywhere in the next 3 months, right? This is just my guess. And ultimately, at the end of the day, remember, I think it's coming down to Ethereum still. So this is going to be the Ethereum chart, right? Ethereum's still in this zone. So remember, I can be wrong. He can launch tomorrow. He could launch like right now. He can. Theoretically, yes, he can. But this is what I'm just feeling. What I'm feeling is, when Richie says, fingers crossed, everything goes okay, I feel like half of his words meant, fingers crossed, there's no more bugs. And the other half means, fingers crossed, that crypto keeps chewing through this zone and we actually come back up and we make everyone remember, hey, crypto's not going to zero. That's what I feel is happening, right? And I also got asked, why is this even important? Look, friends, look, the truth is, all right, all the money made down here, because, see, when I tell you to buy in the depression because you make the most money, you probably, so by default, people think, oh, you get in and things just go up 5x. No, it doesn't happen like that, friends. It is a long slug. Let's change this for the littles. It is a long slug, friends. Like, oh my God, are we ever going to recover, right? And your riches don't come until a long time from now. By the way, your riches don't come till here. So it's a long way, but you get the most out of it. But when we clear a new zone, you get so much more confident people. They come back up. They're like, hey, you know, those prices are looking pretty cheap 2022, but since I'm a real believer of crypto, now I'm going to buy on the way up. And promise you, so many people think like this. Arthur Hayes, Crypto Kobe, yes, all the billionaires of crypto, go listen to their interviews. They've all said that they don't have the stomach to do what I do, all right, which is be a mentally deranged person sitting through this depression where it feels like it's gone to zero. They would rather buy on what we call a confirmation, right? They would rather buy if crypto returns to here. So that's why many people say, hey, by the way, you're going to hear this narrative. They go, oh, when crypto returns up here, it's less risky, even though it's higher. Please, let me tell you right now, don't ever believe anybody when they say, oh, now that you're buying higher, it's less risky. Like, it depends what you call risk, right? If you're playing momentum, yes. But if you want to make the most money, of course, man, price and risk completely inverted, all right? You get a low price, you're getting low risk, all right? That's this. You got to remember that. That's how it's working. So HEX can do anything in this time. And Ricardo's tweet, everybody's going to be waiting for the main one now. Everyone's going to be like, when is it coming? When is it coming? We're going to let this excitement die down. There's nothing you can do. If you have money to deploy, you can take that risk, man. You can take that risk. Like I just mentioned to you here. If you want to play this game of waiting for him to launch, like, are you prepared? This is what you got to be prepared for, friends. If you have money deployed on the sidelines. So one, you can do 50-50. You can put some in HEX now and some leave it in USD to wait until it launches. But you do run this risk. Like, what if Ethereum breaks this with Bitcoin? and we go up here, right, in the next few months. So another friend asked me, well, what does that even mean? It means, if that happens, everybody who has PLS and PLSX, so Pulse and PulseX, everybody who did the sacrifice, friends, down in this zone of poopiness, right? Down in this zone of poopiness, basically, everyone was saying, I'm not joking, everyone was saying, I'll be happy for a break even. I'll sell at minus 50%. I'm not even joking. So many people were saying they're happy to take a minus 50% loss on Pulse, PulseX. They just want to get out. They regret this whole thing, okay? That's in the zone of poopiness. I will now put a poopy emoji to signify the zone of poopiness, all right? Never forget this. But now, I'm going to have to make a size 40 font, friends. Otherwise, that'll be not Frenchy. Okay, here we go. So in the zone of poopiness, people say, yeah, I want to get out, I want to get out. But now, in the zone of friendship, we're going to put a heart here, probably a sparkly heart here. So in the zone of friendship, I promise, now people say, wait a minute, I don't want to get rid of this. This is my lottery ticket. This is my ticket out to wealth generation. I promise you, people's feelings, emotions change straight away based off what the market direction is doing. That's exactly how they talk. That's exactly how they think, how they speak. Go listen to the words on Twitter. This is the language I'm conveying to you. That's what happens. So if you are holding money on the sidelines, right? Remember, Ricardo can launch when we enter the zone of friendship. I was telling people for so long, all of 2022, you are making a very dangerous assumption to think that Ricardo will definitely launch PulseChain in the zone of poopiness. I kept saying he's probably going to launch in the zone of friendship because he wants to paint the God chart, right? Ethereum has a God chart. Look at Ethereum, right? Ethereum it launched at the bottom of the bear market, 2015, right? And look at this, it did. And the ICO was here, 31 cents, right? I'm telling you now, 31 cents. It never came back. What if Ethereum launched in the beginning of 2014 as crypto was going down, Bitcoin Mt. Gox collapsed? Maybe Ethereum would have went below its ICO price, right? Now, I'm not saying they timed it, but Ricardo observes this, right? He's a market observer. He knows what works in the past. That's why he's smart. That's why you're following. You bet on people like these, right? You don't bet against them, okay? So if he launches in the zone of friendship and you have money on the sidelines, you might not be guaranteed a day one sacrifice price. And here's the thing, right? Maybe HEX returns back to 10 cents. HEX, let's go back to Hexiboo, right? Let's go back to the Hexiboo chart. Friends, it's possible, okay, put it on the weekly. It's possible that HEX goes in this box up here, right? Maybe HEX, it can go up to like 20 cents, remember, and then it comes back down. But you're going to feel pain, man. You're going to feel pain because you're not in, right? And maybe a lot of you make a mistake, right? So yeah, maybe we end up back at 10 cents anyway. Maybe we go from 10 up to 20 in the next few months, come back to 10. But I know there's going to be a lot of people, they FOMO buy this 20 cents. That's what you do. People love doing it, okay? So you can protect yourself. You can put a bit in now, leave the rest for a dip. You're going to gamble on dip. Either way, it's a gamble. You don't know, right? That's why you kind of listen to me when I say buy in the depression, so you don't have to worry about this, okay? But even at the end of the day, okay, that's why I promise you this. I'm telling you this now. Whether you bought in a zone of poopiness or a zone of friendship, it doesn't matter because the real goal at the end of the day is still up here, all right? You see, it doesn't matter where you buy. It really doesn't. It matters for your final number at the end, but you're not clicking sell anyway. You don't have to do anything. You don't exit the system, okay? That's the most important part. So where do we go from here? Well, you're just going to hold your bags. You're just going to wait. We do nothing. Please don't. If you see HEX at like 16 cents tomorrow, don't sell it. Don't sell it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You will train yourself to be a poopy face and a toilet paper hand, and you will pay very, very negative karma to yourself in the future, all right? The goal is the goal. 2025, you want to see euphoria. You want to see people quitting their jobs to buy NFTs. You want to see all that type of stuff in the market to know that things are going on. Don't sell the bags that are just starting to show you life, okay? I love you all, friends. Let's continue this excitement, and make sure you tell your mum and your dad you love them.